welcome to a brand new video. I had a really nice morning, but I was editing my video last night and I didn't realize how Chandler is literally my shadow. Everywhere I go, he is following, and I didn't know. I mean, I've always been aware that he follows me, but not to the point where he's literally always by my side. And I was just laughing because in every single scene, he's like trailing behind me, and it's so cute. When I had my therapy session yesterday, I had my camera propped against this wall right here, and the camera was facing the bed and I was sitting here. In the background, all you could see is Chandler moving around, doing his blanket. As you see in my videos, he's just such a character and I love him so much. Like, he's the best cat ever. I took him with me to the lobby this morning and everyone is just in love with him because he's such a funny little guy, lots of character. And he's so friendly too, which is amazing. This morning was great. I ended up going to bed at 1 and I woke up right at 4:41 thanks to Chandler. I fed him his breakfast and I stayed up. Till I want to say like 5, and I went back to bed and I woke up again at 6:34 to be exact, and that's when I started to get up, drink some water, do some breath work, and go to the lobby right at 7 a.m. and helped Todd, the owner, set up the breakfast table. There, every single morning for all the guests, there is a decadent breakfast table, and it depends on the season. Right now, because it's really hot in the desert, it can reach up to 116 degrees. He's very mindful about what fruits to use and prioritizing things that have a longer shelf life, as well as what beverages to use. And I'm kind of acting as a hospitality consultant, and I think like I could do this as like a side thing because I've stayed at so many hotels and I kind of have a different perspective. And if I'm assuming if you run your own hotel, you're so busy with the day-to-day business stuff that you overlook a lot of things that could help your business a lot. So I made a couple of suggestions, such as changing the configuration of the hotel lobby so that people want to not only get their breakfast there, but hang out there. I also made a suggestion of bringing a variety of juices and possibly even collaborating with different juiceries in the area. That way, if a guest really enjoys like a cucumber lime lemonade that they had that morning, there's a little card to where they can visit that juicery in like Joshua Tree and get a 15% discount. So that was one of the few suggestions. I also mentioned like maybe add flax seeds, chia seeds, and the owner is also really interested in doing a membership program because there are people that have been coming to Hope Springs for like 10 to 20 years. And a lot of the things that they say is like, we love this place so much, but we don't want to share it with anyone else. And the owner, obviously, he's like, well, that's really not good for our business because we do appreciate word of mouth and it's how we keep our doors open. So I'm thinking that a membership, it was his idea, but I'm just bringing more ideas for this membership program. It would be cool if members would pay like a quarterly fee, and every single quarter, kind of like a wine membership, where you get a box of things. One of the things that I mentioned was these are naturally occurring waters, and one of the metallurgist had mentioned that you can literally bottle up this water and send it out. So I took an idea from that when I was reading it yesterday, which if you didn't watch my video yesterday to learn about the waters of Desert Hot Springs, you absolutely should. I was thinking, let's say a member hasn't been to the property in more than 6 months or maybe a year and a half. What you could do is send them a box of hope. And by that, I mean send them a jug of water with a custom ice tray that says Hope misses you or Hope Springs or come back to Hope, something like that, and then put it all in a wooden bowl and send it off to them. That way, when they receive it, they could put the water contents into the bowl, and then they could also use the remaining water to put it into the ice cube tray, and then they could put the ice cubes in the freezer and then use that water to like do an ice dunk because people are really into that right now. So that was one idea that I had. Another one was doing personalization, making sure that you really know your member, and every time that they come, everything is tailor-made for them and there's a little basket waiting for them. Like, let's say we have Clara, who is an interior designer and lives in Venice, and she's very woo. What you could do is for the next time that she comes in, there's a basket and there's a deck of tarot cards, there's Palo Santo, maybe a selenite crystal crystal on the side, and a couple of other things that will make her feel really special and valued and seen, because that's what people love, especially when they stay at hotels. They love the personalization, and that's what I think makes boutique hotels really stand out, because that's what they can do. You're not like a Hyatt with 100 rooms where you are just checking in people and not even knowing them. With a boutique hotel, you have this benefit of getting to know your customers and building that customer loyalty with them. So that's one way that you can fortify that membership structure. And for the people that have been coming for like 10, 20, 30 years, they should already be grandfathered in. In fact, they should be on a third tier of the membership where they receive more just because they've been coming for 10, 20 years. I learned a lot about the property. Todd, the owner, he's very type A. He has this giant thick binder called the Hotel Bible. And basically it has everything. When invoices are sent out, articles, press, contracts, bills, all these things. And I read through some of the articles, and I read how Desert Hot Springs is part of a spiritual vortex, which I've already known, but it was nice to read more into it. And I also learned that Hope Springs has been around since 1968, and it was built by two women. And it was called like La Bella Sari or something like that, La Clara Sari. And then later on, it was owned by two guys from Hollywood. One owned a record label, the other is a graphic designer. And through them, they were able to fortify Hope Springs. And it was also called Cactus Springs at one point. But when the two people from Hollywood purchased it, they named it Hope. And through them, people like Rick Owens, Matthew McConaughey, and all these celebrities have come here. And Solange Knowles, Beyonce's sister, who I think like this is so her. Like this is so her. There's like no wonder she likes to come here. But she wrote an entire album in Room 3. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool hearing all these stories. And obviously the celebrity part is just a highlight, but it's not really the big picture, the entire picture of how special Hope is. And I hope that more and more people recognize how special this place is. And yes, I can understand why people come here and they want to gatekeep it. I definitely would love to gatekeep it, but I feel like everything is meant to be shared, and Hope is definitely meant to be shared. I've met so many people here over the last couple of years. I remember my first time here, I chatted with a couple. The husband was really sad, actually, and his wife was terminally ill, and I watched them spend time together. I actually took a photo and I emailed it to them. You're not supposed to take photos of other guests, but it looked like such a special, heartfelt moment. They were just looking at the mountain and sitting on a bench, and her head was on his shoulders, and they were just enjoying their moment of peace, and I really wanted to capture that for them. But I met a family who have been coming here for like years. It was a father and his children. Over the last couple of years, I've really met a lot of people here, and it's just they are in such alignment of what Hope strives to be and what they bring to other people, and they really do give hope for people, which is a beautiful name, a beautiful reason to be here. And like this morning, I met this guy. He is a photographer. He and his I want to say partner, and they're traveling around. They're visiting from Paris. They flew to Vancouver, rented a car, drove all the way down here. And I asked them, like, okay, what do you do? Are you guys creative? And they are both photographers. And the man, he is about to have a showing of his photos at the YSL flagship here in LA. So it's cool that it attracts creative people. And I also think that not me saying we, I also think that Hope should lean into that creative, like, side and do in-person workshops and do artist residencies where the members do stay and they like take home a gift, a piece of art that the artist in residency created here in Hope. I also mentioned to the owner that he should also lean into the woo side, like do cacao ceremonies, not him specifically, but hire practitioners to use the space like the conversation pit. I could totally see a cacao ceremony happening there, or a full moon gathering, a new moon gathering, women's retreat, or hire a yoga instructor to come every Saturday and Sunday and do yoga classes. And it'll be free for hotel guests, but for people that want to join in on the yoga class, they can do it for free. And then let's say there's a cacao ceremony, the guests here can maybe pay a discounted price just so that obviously the cacao ceremony woman or man gets paid. Members get it for free. And also, yeah, I think I said everything that I needed to say. I just have all these ideas ideas. And I even thought of like, yes, leaning into the influencer marketing side is fun, but you have to really go for influencers who understand the vibe and who will properly convey what hope is to their audience. So yeah, that is that. Those are my ideas. I like the title hospitality consultant. I think it's fun, and I definitely want to, like, after talking about all these things with Todd, I realized like, well, okay, cool. I feel like this is definitely something that I could do on the side for restaurants and hotels specifically. So if you're a hotelier or a restaurateur, hit my line. Or a wine bar, because I know how wine bars work, and I know exactly what makes them excel. It is, what time is it? I don't know what time it is. I think it's almost 12. But what I'm going to do right now is do some work for she's out of town and then go outside and soak. And that's pretty much my day. Oh, but this evening, and like I've been taking notes. If you saw my video yesterday, I was talking about how I wish I had brought a notebook, but it turns out I did. I always carry this notebook around with me everywhere in case I want to write like a poem or I want to remember something. So I decided to just put everything that I'm learning so far into this notebook, and it's by Notum Studio. Yeah, so today at 7 a.m. I did the morning setup. I worked from the not living room area, but I worked from the lobby, and I listened to guests and I did chat with them. Not like because I had to, but like the energy here is so nice and meeting people here is amazing. And then later on, we're going to talk about TOT taxes, which like sounds so not fun. But there is a street fair tonight in Palm Springs, and I'm going to go to that tonight and meet some people, go out and explore, and hopefully take home some art with me. I love buying art. I love buying artisan-made crafts, especially from the desert, because people here are just so freaking creative. I'm gonna go on with my day. That was a really long intro, I guess, but welcome to a brand new video. I'm gonna be posting every single day during my stay here at this property because the whole world should know what Hope Springs is, and I hope this reaches the right audience. Okay, so I have a salad bowl in the kitchenette, and I'm thinking I'm gonna fill that up with water and then put it in the fridge. And then there's also an ice cube tray in the fridge, so I'm gonna fill that up with the water and then like do my own idea. That way tomorrow morning, when I wake up early in the morning again, I could do a little face plunge, and that'll be really fun. I'm putting on some sunscreen right now. I decided that I want to work outside in my little patio. I want to work from, this is what I'm using, by the way. This is the Vacation SPF 50 Invisible Face Gel. I really, really, really do love Vacation. They're so good. I also made sure to put on my lips. I forgot to get, I keep forgetting. I decided to just Amazon Prime everything that I forget because I really don't want to leave. Like SPF lip balm. So I just put on my lips, and then I'm going to put on some petroleum jelly, just a little bit. And then what else? And then I'm gonna put some body sunscreen. Also, like, unlike my vlogs where I'm usually like all done up and all these things, I could care less about how I look in these videos. I just want to make sure I'm properly conveying everything that I love about this hotel. And also, I'm in the desert. Like, there's no need for me to dress up. Tonight I will like do my 5-minute makeup that I love to do and like quote unquote dress up. And I think honestly I'm gonna wear these shorts. I got these jorts from Amazon. They're like $19.99 or something like that. And normally I don't really buy clothes from Amazon, especially bottoms. Actually, I don't like to buy bottoms at all online because I can't put it on, and I'm a size 23, 24, and it just sucks. Nothing fits me. But these are pretty good for $19. Wow. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, but yeah, I'll probably end up wearing this to the fair. And in place of my bikini top, I'm going to wear like a bandana as a shirt and then some flip-flops and vibe out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put some sunscreen on. Totally forgot. It is almost 3. I made a pretty good dent, I think. I don't know. It is so hot that the glue is melting the pages off of this book. So I reverted to reading in the shade. Now that it's 3, I'm gonna take a shower and get on my laptop, do a couple of things, and then get ready. I just finished doing my quick 5-minute makeup. I filmed a video with my iPhone, so if you'd like to see that, it'll be on my Instagram page. I am going to the fair. I didn't really want to dress up. I mean, it is hot, and also I've been loving not needing to wear makeup. So I wanted to still look presentable, but not do too much. So 5-minute makeup it was. This is a necklace from my mom. She owned it for quite some time before giving it to me, or rather before I took it from her, and I just feel like it goes so well with the whole desert vibe. Also, the sun is still out, so I'm gonna protect my skin. This time I'm gonna use the Vacation Shimmer Oil with SPF 30. I love this because it has such a nice scent to it, but I've been using the Days perfume that I got. Not perfume, body spray that I got at Target the other day, and I hope it doesn't clash. But I like this because it leaves such a nice shimmer, you smell good, and you're protected by the sun. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the fair with the owner, which is fun. So, and then I think over there we're gonna meet up with Candy, and she used to be the innkeeper here. She retired late last year, but every time I come, she was always here. So it's my first time staying here, and she's not here, and she's one of the sweetest women you'll ever meet. She just brings me so much joy. I have like a knot here. I don't know. I can't I have to stretch it out, but it hurts right here. And then it hurts around here, like my clavicle area. It's just such a weird thing. I must have slept wrong or something. I don't know. Also, I don't want this to come off as an ad for Vacation. I just genuinely love their products. But as you can see, I've kind of organized everything the Vacation way. I have quite the lineup of their SPFs. So this is my current favorite perfume. My friend Anthony gifted this to me. It literally smells... I should have sprayed this instead of the Days perfume, but this one smells like high school, and I love it. It's so nostalgic. And then all of these, obviously, the branding and the scent and everything. This one's not scented, but everything smells nostalgic. The branding is nostalgic, everything about it. I just love these. And then, well, I guess I'll show you what I have. I have my sinus support because I am in a desert and it gets super dusty here, and I need it. And I also have Claritin and Flonase, and then I have beetroot and moringa supplements. I have these Naturium shimmer bombs, which I absolutely love. I'm gonna pocket one of them, and then I just have my jewelry here and some books. So anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm super excited. I just got home. Well, I got home like 30 minutes ago, but I spent the last 30 minutes rearranging the lobby. This morning I had suggested, because Todd mentioned that no one really likes to spend time in the breakfast area, even though there's a whole living room situation going on. And I said, maybe it's just the configuration of the layout. Maybe we need to redo it. And then I kind of gave him a vision of how I would do it. I would just switch this here, switch that there, put this couch there, and the table here, blah, blah, blah. And he took me up on that, and we did it. And I'm so excited to see how it's going to look like tomorrow. But so far, I really, really, really love it. I really, really, really love it. And I can't wait to see everyone's reaction, because we have but the hotel currently has a hotel guest that's been coming for 20 years. And I mean, Obviously, the hotel hasn't stayed the way it stayed for 20 years, but for the last 6 years or so, she would come home to that. Not come home, but come to Hope with that configuration. Now it's going to be completely different. So I can't wait to see her reaction. I can't wait to see everyone's reaction. I mean, other people here are like first timers. So we'll see. We'll see. I love it. I think it's better than it was this morning. I'll tell you that. But I'll show you how it looks like tomorrow. So I'm going to end the vlog off here. I'm going to wash off my makeup and do a plunge or a soak, and then do some reading, some journaling, edit this video, edit some of my clients' videos, and do some final touches on this website that I created for one of my clients, and then go to bed. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy, happy and sound. Say goodnight. Oh, yes. 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 Okay.